days. This wait time is unprecedented and poses significant challenges for global shipping schedules and supply chains. Shipping companies are now forced to make difficult decisions. Some are choosing to wait their turn, accepting the delays and the associated costs. Others are considering alternative routes, such as the longer and more treacherous journey around Cape Horn at the southern tip of South America. This option, while avoiding the canal delays, comes with its own set of risks and increased fuel costs. To manage the reduced capacity, the canal authorities have implemented a new system. Ships must now secure passage slots months in advance or pay additional fees for expedited passage. This change has introduced a new level of complexity and cost to global shipping logistics. The financial impact of these changes is substantial. Recently, a Japanese ship paid an extraordinary $3.98 million for expedited passage through the canal, on top of the standard fee. This example illustrates the lengths to which some companies are willing to go to avoid lengthy delays. The crisis is not just affecting shipping companies. Experts warn that these increased transportation costs have the potential to disrupt global supply chains and trigger price hikes for a wide range of goods. As ships take longer to deliver their cargo or choose more expensive routes, these additional costs are likely to be passed on to consumers. As the crisis continues, governments, shipping companies, and economists are closely monitoring the situation, seeking solutions to mitigate the impact and exploring alternative strategies to maintain the flow of global trade. Mexico's Interoceanic Corridor Project. As the Panama Canal grapples with its water crisis, Mexico has seized an opportunity to revitalize its own century-old trade route. The Mexican government has committed over $4.5 billion to breathe new life into a railway line that connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans across the country's southern region. This ambitious project, known as the Interoceanic Corridor of the Isthmus of Tehuantepec, aims to enhance Mexico's role in global commerce. The corridor spans 300 kilometers through southern Mexico, utilizing existing historic rail tracks while also developing new infrastructure. The project's scope extends beyond just upgrading the railway. It includes the construction of new roads, airports, and industrial parks at key points along the route. This comprehensive approach is designed to stimulate economic growth in southern Mexico, while offering an alternative to the Panama Canal for some shipping routes. The corridor's history dates back to the 1800s, when President Porfirio Diaz envisioned connecting Veracruz on the Atlantic coast with Mexico's southern Pacific coast. This vision led to the construction of a railway and the establishment of two key ports, Port Coatzacoalcos on the Atlantic and Port Salina Cruz on the Pacific. The railway was officially opened in 1907 and initially saw significant success. In its first 6 years of operation, it transported over 850,000 tons of cargo between the two oceans. This success brought economic prosperity to the surrounding regions, transforming small villages into thriving economic centers. However, the corridor's popularity declined dramatically with the outbreak of civil war in Mexico and the subsequent opening of the Panama Canal. Ships began to prefer the Panama route due to its perceived safety and efficiency, leading to a sharp decrease in traffic on the Mexican railway. Now, more than a century later, Mexico sees an opportunity to revive this historic route. The current plan envisions a seamless transition from ship to rail and back to ship, potentially offering a viable alternative for some shipping routes. While Mexican officials stress that they're not trying to compete directly with the Panama Canal during its water crisis, the timing of this project is significant. It offers a potential backup option for some shipping companies facing delays or restrictions at the Panama Canal. The revival of this corridor represents Mexico's ambition to play a larger role in global trade. By leveraging its geographic position between two oceans, Mexico aims to create new economic opportunities and potentially reshape some international shipping routes. As this project progresses, It will be interesting to see how it impacts regional trade patterns and whether it can establish itself as a complementary option to the Panama Canal in the global shipping network. Corridor infrastructure and logistics. The Interoceanic Corridor project in Mexico involves a comprehensive overhaul of existing infrastructure and the development of new facilities to create an efficient trade route. At its core, the project aims to modernize and expand two key ports, Salina Cruz on the Pacific coast and Coatzacoalcos on the Atlantic side. The logistics of the corridor are designed to be straightforward yet effective. Ships arriving at either port will have their cargo unloaded and transferred onto a network of rails spanning 303 kilometers. This rail journey across the isthmus is expected to take just over 6 hours, significantly reducing transit time compared to traditional sea routes. To achieve this efficiency, the project includes substantial upgrades to the existing rail infrastructure. The rehabilitation efforts focus on three main railway lines: Line Z, Line F, and Line K. Of these, Line Z is particularly crucial as it serves as the sole connection between the ports of Salina Cruz and Coatzacoalcos. These enhancements are expected to dramatically increase the speed of cargo trains from 20 kilometers per hour to 70 kilometers per hour. Passenger trains using the same infrastructure may reach speeds of up to 80 kilometers per hour, improving both freight and potential passenger services. At Salina Cruz Port, construction plans include the development of a long breakwater and a wide-mouth port capable of accommodating larger vessels. This expansion will allow the port to handle increased traffic and larger ships, enhancing its capacity and efficiency. Coatzacoalcos Port is also undergoing significant changes with the construction of a new highway access to improve connectivity. These upgrades, combined with the integration of cutting-edge technology at both ports, aimed to streamline the offloading and reloading processes, minimizing wait times and enhancing overall transit efficiency. Beyond the ports and railway, the project encompasses the strategic positioning of 10 industrial parks along the corridor's route. These parks are designed to attract investments and foster job creation in the region. Additionally, the plan includes the establishment of 3 new airports and the expansion of highways, further enhancing the area's connectivity and economic potential. Once completed, the Corredor Interoceánico del Istmo de Tehuantepec is projected to handle up to 300,000 cargo containers annually in its initial phase. Estimates suggest that by 2033, this capacity could increase to approximately 1.4 million containers per year. This ambitious infrastructure project represents a significant investment in Mexico's future as a key player in global trade. By upgrading and expanding its transportation network, Mexico aims to create a more efficient and attractive route for international shipping, potentially reshaping trade flows in the region and offering new economic opportunities for its southern states. Comparative analysis of the Panama Canal. While Mexico's Interoceanic Corridor project is ambitious, it's important to compare it realistically with the Panama Canal to understand its potential impact on global shipping. Despite its current challenges, the Panama Canal remains a critical global maritime route that operates around the clock. Its established position in